why the ball Earth or the globe Earth does not exist. First of all, we must understand what is the definition of the word Earth. Earth simply means the soil or the ground. That's all it means, nothing more and nothing less. It is that ground that plants seeds grow out of, where they get their nourishments and nutrients. It is that ground that we build on, cities, towns, villages, what cattle graze on, where we plant all our crops. The earth is the environment that we live on. It's that place that we live on. We have our habitat. And the sea is another environment that is around the earth. So these are two different things. Earth and seas. Earth is not the sea, and the sea is not the earth. We have falsely been taught by the priests of scientism that earth and sea together is called earth. And once the reason for this is, once we believe that all of this together is one thing called earth, then now they can give us all kinds of theories about what we live on. But when you think about it, the land that you live on, this piece of land that is stationary, the continent, whether it is America, Europe, Asia, Australia, all these are land. All this is earth. This is the earth, land. Water, the seas is surrounding that land. It's two different entities, two different environments. This land that you live on, that is surrounded by water, does not move. It's stationary. It does not spin 1,000 miles an hour on its axis, on its axis, or around the equator. It does not have an axis. It's a piece. The land is fixed and stationary. You cannot feel it move, or you don't see it move. This is all given to us by the priests of scientism. To lump earth and sea together and call it earth. Now the earth and the sea is surrounded by an expanse, what the scripture calls a firmament. And that firmament is called heaven. We're surrounded by this expanse that covers us. Now, how can we fathom that the land that is beneath our feet is moving at 1,000 miles an hour? Bearing in mind that the land is what is called earth, and it's surrounded by the water. Is the land moving within the water, around the water? No, that is impossible. See, once we get this thing out of our head, that earth and sea is all lumped together as one round thing called a ball spinning from nothingness. There is no such thing as nothingness. We surrounded by matter, by everything that is surrounds us is something. The air that we breathe, the clouds that we see, the dirt beneath our feet, the water that we sail on to go from land to land, from one part of the earth to another. We do not live on land that is ball. For you to think of that, then you must think. And when you look at it, how can a ball be submerged in water? And we live on that ball submerged in water, if you look at it that way. But we must get this thing out of our head. Earth and water is earth. Earth is one thing, and water is another. Two different environments. Once we understand that, and we can begin to escape from the clutches of scientism and free our minds and start to understand really what is truth, what we live on, and analyze and question everything that they teach us.